Yo, what's up, everybody? It is Packaging Today Show live where we come to you and oh my God, what does Adam do? We're going to talk about packaging today, packaging lies that we've believed.
Let me tell you a lie, Avelio, that I thought was a
Yeah.
lie, but is true.
Mhm.
The bottom of this coffee,
Yes.
I took a recommendation from you,
Yes.
and that's hang on. Can we see it?
Mozzarella
Oh,
cheese.
that's a mozzarella cheese brain in the bottom of my coffee.
Yeah. Take a hot
Let's-
cup of coffee, put a nice slice of mozzarella in your coffee.
It won't get out.
You
How
gotta
does
use
this
your
get
hand
out?
sometimes. You gotta use your hand, you gotta use a spoon, use your foot, pull that cheese out of there. If you haven't tried it yet, it is so good. It will blow your mind. It
Here we go.
changes. It does not. It is no longer cheese.
This is gonna be so gross, guys.
Yeah. The texture, the flavor, everything completely changes. And it's not like coffee flavored cheese. It's a whole new
Ma'am.
world
Woo! I'm feeling ready.
to take on the world.
I got some coffee cheese.
Dude, best cheese, best moment of your morning right there.
Let's
cool.
go.
So we're talking about packaging lies, right? So whether it's sustainable lies, like printed directly on pack lies, claims, we'd love to hear what yours are. If you've had any lies that you've read that you've maybe believed and expected to be something different than what it actually is. But I don't know, man. Loving
Let
the
me tell you what
cheese.
I'm excited to talk about, Avelio. Clearly, labels are packaging.
Are they though?
The label king, salsa queen. You don't know what this is. You don't know what this is without the label. Labels are packaging.
If there's salsa in a tub, I can tell it's salsa.
The king has
What's up, Clayton? How's it going, buddy? Let us know what packaging lies you've heard or seen.
How would you know? How would you know without the label? That's all I'm saying.
Because I could see in the clear tub that there's
You
salsa.
don't know what kind of salsa it is. What if it has
Tomato
peanuts in it
salsa.
and you're going to die? You don't know.
What if that? I'm not allergic to anything, so meh. Joke's on you, buddy.
Fine. Well, other people are. Labels are packaging. That's a lie that people should not believe.
That's a lie that people believe.
Or something like that.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Like one of the things that we always talk about is compostable claims on packaging. When it says this is compostable, like what? Oh, I got one.
Hit me with your best shot. Man, this coffee cheese has got me.
Yeah, man. Coffee cheese is like crack. Packaging lie that we
also see. The crack in the bottom of my coffee is like
that helps.
I don't do drugs, kids. I did not do that.
Aluminum is infinitely recyclable.
Lies. Wrong.
Packaging lies right there. I wonder if he's going to sue.
I saw, by the way, I had some Liquid Death because I still think the brand is awesome. I got some of their sweet tea. And we actually had a conversation about this last night because my wife asked.
Their sweet tea is really good.
It's really good. She asked our exchange student from Senegal, Masir Boj, at dinner. She was like, Mas, what does this look like? I'm drinking. And he was like, I don't know. And he said, maybe like an adult drink or something. I was like beer? He's like, yes. And I was like, how do you know what beer looks like, sir? But it's funny because then she said she was at a camp. It's like an overnight camp, summer camp up in the mountains. It's a Christian camp. And she was like, I felt bad carrying around my Liquid Death. And so she's like, I poured it into my own cup because I didn't want people to think I was drinking beer. It's the power of a brand and the power of packaging, right? That does look like it fits in a nightclub, but it's just sweet tea. But yeah, it's a complete lie. Aluminum is not infinitely recyclable. because infinity implies time travel. It's infinity goes backwards as well as forwards. I understand what they're saying. It's an element. It can be recycled in perpetuity until the world ends.
But even that isn't
But
correct.
even that isn't exactly true because there is loss in recycling. It's a mechanical process.
Yes.
100% of that can is not infinitely recyclable. There's
So
a
if
plastic.
you were to recycle one can over and over and make it into another can, that can would progressively get smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yes. And the aluminum the waste would end up somewhere that's not recycled. So the aluminum does not go away. So the elemental nature of aluminum sticks around. It just does not recycle into a can 100% of the time.
Yeah.
So that's our, and myself and Mike Cesario got into a lovely conversation on LinkedIn about that when I showed that there is in fact plastic on the inside of aluminum cans, where it's a liner, which makes sense. You should have it there.
That was their death to plastic campaign.
Yeah.
Death to plastic, except for the plastic in our cans.
Except for the plastic, which we need to be inside of our cans, that does not get recycled.
Yeah.
In aluminum recycling, it gets burned off and turned into microplastics. I don't know.
Yeah. Another packaging lie, right, that you see often is the compostable, right? And when people see compostable, when people, civilians, not packaging, affiliated, see compostable, they think they can bury it in their backyard.
Yeah. I mean, you could. No one's going to stop you from burying it in your backyard, right?
You can do it with anything. It doesn't have to say compostable.
I can take this.
I got like 2 dogs back there.
Take this aluminum and I bury it in my backyard. It'll probably still be there. Yeah, the compostable thing, I think even the FTC is getting involved in that. You can't, with their green guides.
Yeah.
You can't just mark something compostable because all you sold is a compostable piece of crap.
Trash.
I'm glad that there's certifications around compostability.
But it should say
it's hard to do home compostable because you need such precise conditions to verify composting that you can't. If it's a house in Alaska versus a house in Scottsdale, it's just going to be different.
Yeah, and it should really just say industrially compostable, right? But it doesn't say that because people will get confused to be like, what does that mean?
It means throw it in the trash. I mean, sadly, that's what it means today.
Yeah.
Unless
that's what it should say, but consumers would get confused. But that's why they don't say that. So they just say compostable.
I've shared this story quite a bit, I'm pretty sure. But I'll share it again because we have one listener. Clayton, I don't think you've heard this story. But Clayton, come on in. This is for me and you. So one day I was at an event in Salt Lake City. It's a tech event called Silicon Slopes. And they had the compostable cups, water cups, right? The PLA water cups. And they say compostable, but they're green. And you're walking around this event in the convention center, and the recycling containers are overflowing with these compostable cups because the smart people, Mark Zuckerberg was the keynote speaker. President Barack Obama spoke at this event. These are very, very smart people attending this event. And they thought compostable means put it in the recycle bin because it's a green recycle bin. There's green printing on it. And it's bad. Don't do that. Do not try to recycle your compostable stuff.
Yeah. Hey, we got a second listener.
What's up, Richard? Richard, come on in close. Let me tell you.
But Richard's saying, the other problem is putting compostables in the recycling system.
Totally disagree. Wait, no, actually, I completely agree.
Wait, what? And Clayton, our number one listener, number one fan, the box water brand, and this is
we have another listener. Okay,
the brand that says box water is better. Is that I think that's what it's called, right?
Mhm.
You've seen the milk carton that says boxed water is better. They've got a bunch of claims, plastic free. People feel that it's like people see the boxed water and they think it's all paper. But I mean, I had him on the Unboxed podcast like early days, and we kind of went through all the layers in there, and there's like a ton of layers in there. It's not recyclable. It is if it's sent to like Tetra
Scented.
Pak,
Yeah.
but it's not, curbside.
Yeah. The boxed
Uh,
water, because it feels like paper, I think
mhm.
people feel like, "Oh, okay, this is better because I can feel paper."
Yeah.
Um, but it certainly has both aluminum and plastic. And again, there's a lot of benefits to the Tetra Pak, to the whatever the competitor Tetra Pak is. I can't remember their name. Good job on Tetra Pak on becoming the Kleenex of
For
this
that
industry,
industry.
the styrofoam of the industry. Um, it ships flat. You can actually ship liquids that would otherwise need to be refrigerated. You don't have to ship them in a refrigerated truck. It has whatever
Yep.
that properties. It's got a lot of benefits to it. It's just end of life recycling is not one of those benefits yet. And so, yeah,
And it's not the same as like when you were a kid and you would get like your chocolate milks, right, at school. Like that material, like that was paper all the way through.
which you could tell trying to open it, and you're just like, come on.
You're getting all those fibers across there, and it didn't pop out properly. Yeah.
What's harder to open, that box or a Chick-fil-A sauce packet? I know you don't eat at Chick-fil-A because of, but for us people who eat at Chick-fil-A, what's more difficult? The paper milk cartons or or a Capri Sun?
Yeah, that's
You
true.
decide.
But that's part of it though. I think if you go back to like that paper milk jug that was totally paper and was recyclable, that's what people equate this boxed water with,
Yeah, that's a good point.
right? They don't realize there's aluminum in there. There's like all these different layers of materials that don't separate properly.
Wow, we
So
got some more listeners, Avelio. What's going on?
look at this, man. We got Mike. He stays away from paper cups because of the plastic liner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also loves his Packaging Today shirt.
Nice.
So yeah, did anybody get a shirt yesterday? Sorry, I had to bounce early.
Clayton asked a question, but I think Clayton just got a shirt.
Well, I have not ordered a shirt because I need to order 3. So for the love of all things holy, please, people,
Get a shirt.
Wednesdays,
Ask
tune
questions.
in.
We are
Send
happy to give away
questions.
shirts from
We
from
want
Smart
to
Stuff.
give you a t-shirt. It's gonna be so dope. And each run of shirts is probably gonna be a little different because they're all digitally printed. And we're figuring out how to print them.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a lot of comments.
Yeah. Gene's asking if this is a real Avelio. This is the real. I got about 40 emails today asking if I was on the Procter and Gamble website on their LinkedIn post. Go check it out. You tell me if that looks like me.
Sure,
But
that's
yeah, that is in fact not me.
yeah.
Yeah, and
What
your
else?
plastic milk carton is recyclable. Yep, I remember as a kid, in Queens, getting lucky and getting that frozen chocolate milk at PS11, and getting beat up for the first time in elementary school. But what do we got here? Perhaps lamination on the boxed water differs from that of the milk. Yeah, same thing. Just different layers in the material in there.
I think it's what is it? Is it called aseptic? That's a word, right?
Yes.
Sweet. Nailed it.
Yeah, and like you said, that's the stuff that doesn't require refrigeration, right? So that can sit on a counter. You've seen it before, like the products you're going down the aisle, like the muscle milks and there's like juices and teas, and that stuff can last like through nuclear winter.
It's infinite.
It is forwards and backwards.
It showed up in the 1600s actually because of its infinity.
Gene's asking, why do they make recycling so confusing? It almost seems like they don't want us to recycle.
Ooh, good question, Gene. You get a shirt. I don't think it's intentionally meant to be confusing. I just think because, and I'll jump into this here in a second. Scrap has done a really good job of
Mhm.
documenting the complexities of recycling by municipality, by city, by state. Um, and it's because of the economics of recycling. There has to be value at the end. That's the whole point of it, is like, can we take a material and turn it into something that we can then sell? Our inputs less than our outputs, right? It's basic business. And that's going to vary, and it's going to ebb, it's going to flow. The market price for PET might change
Yeah.
from 1 month to the next. And so if you're a recycling center, how do you go invest millions of dollars into something that may not have any value in 6 months? That's how fast this stuff changes. So I think a lot of it's just driven by the economic uncertainty of recycling, which is really what EPR is trying to help solve, is to create a level of economic incentives such that we can start making proper investments over the next 3, 5, 7, 10 years to take these materials and actually turn them into something that has value at the end of its life. But that's not always the case. It's really expensive to make glass and aluminum, for example, can be really expensive.
Well,
And then
things
it's
are about to
possible to
get
recycle them.
yeah, I mean, things are about to get even more expensive with like EUDR. We can talk about that a little bit here, but I just want to mention Jeremy's comment here. He's looking to get into the packaging industry, and he's learning a ton from watching this and all of your posts and the fact that you
I
show
think
up.
he just said just me. He said nothing about you. So don't.
It's
Thank you,
implied.
Jeremy. No,
It's
it's not
implied.
implied at all.
Yeah.
It's not.
Jeremy and I, we're buddies. We go back. We go way back.
No, we have the same haircut. Clearly, it's me, and
Um,
you're not taking credit
hey,
for
I
this.
want you to read this. You read this comment.
Might be referring to Combi Block as a Tetra Pak competitor. I think they're similar. I was not referring to Combi Block.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for reading that one.
I feel like I'm in like Sunday school again, and they're like, Adam, will you read this passage? And it's just like a bunch of random names in the book of First and Second Kings, and it's like Abimelech.
Yeah, yesterday Clayton had a question on like what's the equipment that like shreds the paper and repulps it, blah, blah, and turns it back into paper. And John Gregory's like, it's a paper machine, it's a paper maker.
Well, we should take 2 shirts. It sounds like Clayton second, and then Christopher Ortolanos, and send it to P&G, because
No, let's do
Christopher
it.
would like to. What did he say? He'd like to donate a shirt to the marketing wizard behind the P&G spot. We'll put Avelio's face on it.
There you go. Bam. You'd have to live with a poorly opened milk carton for days. Yeah, for sure. Those milk cartons were the worst. Okay, so
Yeah.
question. This is a good question here from LinkedIn user. It says, "How did the old milk cartons get away without plastic liners?"
They're refrigerated, I think.
Wax.
Yeah. Well, oh, you're talking about interacting with the paper.
Yeah, like, how did the milk not just pour out of these things?
Yeah. There was a wax liner on the inside that is recyclable curbside. Correct.
Yep. Yes. Chick-fil-A sauce are still having the issue.
Yeah, it happened to me yesterday. The struggle's real. I'm like 30% on opening those things.
Yeah, Clayton's like, keep your shirt, Adam. He doesn't need another one.
My shirt sucks.
Yeah, I got.
The comments are coming in fast and furious.
They are. Kaylee lives up the street, so you must be in Sunnyside. Yeah, I used to walk to PS11 every single day.
What are you talking about?
In school in New York, schools are numbered. So I went to PS11. Like elementary schools are numbered. So PS is public school number 11.
That's it. You didn't have. It wasn't called like.
No.
It's just PS11. That's it.
Yeah.
Boring.
Yeah, and they look like prisons.
Boring.
It's a brick building with bars on the windows, and that's it.
I went to Lewis Palmer Elementary School. Go Eagles! So, no big deal. We were Lewis Palmer Elementary School, Lewis Palmer Middle School, Lewis Palmer High School.
Yeah, Christopher wants to donate his shirt. I love it that you went and checked out P&G.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we got a ton of these.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to Richard's comment. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Is that a packaging lie that we've believed? Do you see it?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So Richard says the saying reduce, reuse, recycle is actually an order of which is most beneficial. I've been trying to move into the reduce and reuse categories. Avelio, your thoughts. Avelio Matos, graduate of Public School 11. Your thoughts.
Yeah. Look, the best packaging is no packaging. You know, I know people are like, oh my God, you're in packaging. Yeah. Like my goal with the clients that I work with is to eliminate as much packaging as possible.
Yeah.
And, you know, with the team that I work with at idpdirect.com, like we own multiple factories. One of the factories that we own in Indonesia is actually called, like, the name of the factory itself is second. It is second best packaging. And the reason for that, and it's been named this for the last like 30 years.
That's my favorite name. Way better than PS11.
The reason it's named second best packaging is because the first best packaging is no packaging. And you know, the goal is, again, the goal is to eliminate as much packaging as possible. When we talk about like reduction, like that's huge. When it goes into reuse, I think that's taken a weird turn where people are like, oh, I can get my bag, my shopping bag from Target. I'm going to reuse it to pick up dog poop, or I'm going to reuse it to line my bathroom trash can liner. That's not really reuse. That's just delay, right? That's just delaying it going into the landfill. Reuse.
Thanks, Christopher, by the way. He's leaving and you're just talking about nothing. He's thanking me. He's paying homage to the king. Thank you, King of the Mountain. Thank you, Christopher.
Thanks a lot, Chris. No shirt for you.
No shirt for you.
But that's the thing, right? Like for me, it feels like reuse is a lie.
Yeah. So I'll give you an example. I had a 6-pack of beer from a brewery here, and I was like, "Hey, I'll take this back so they can reuse it." And they were like, "We can't take that back." And I'm like, "But you literally can. This is totally usable." And they were like, we can't take that back. Like, you have to throw it out. And I'm like, the thing is, you can't. But they're like, what would we do with this? So I think
they're not. Are they not using it for their cans? Or
no, they are
showing up from a brewer from somewhere else with them already on.
No, they were like, well, we could technically, but they're like, do we have to clean? They didn't know what to do because no one's ever tried to bring it back. They're like, can you leave?
That's true. I mean, they don't know what you did with it at home.
Yeah, maybe I made mozzarella cheese molds with it. I think like this is great reusable packaging. Coffee.
This isn't packaging though.
It is packaging.
It's a product.
It's both, right? Like because the alternative is I could go get a single-use coffee cup and fill it up and drink it and throw it away. So this packages coffee.
No.
Yeah.
No, because you went and you bought a product. Like, this is the product.
But that can also be packaging.
No.
100%. Because I could have gone to Costco and bought a pack of 200 coffee cups that I filled up, and then I drank and I threw away. That would also be packaging, but it's also a product that I would buy. But I bought the reusable one. Actually, didn't buy this. The fine folks at FlexPack gave it to me. But it packages the coffee and cheese and my cheese coffee for me to transport, drink, and then I reuse it. That's literally what it is, right? So that type of reuse to me is fine because that's what reuse packaging is. You buy the product. You actually you pay for the container. And then you have to
like back. Reuse would be like if I got a gallon of milk and just going, going to Hugh's comment here for your 6-pack cover hats. Yeah, it's probably a food safety concern. Like they don't know what you did with it.
You know what, Hugh? You're a food safety concern.
Yeah, and Gene's saying that mine's packaging because if it's got a label on it, like a sticker, then it makes it packaging. But I disagree.
Oh, yeah, like the bottom of the Yeti cups.
Yeah. So, but I think like if you're buying a gallon of milk and you use that, and you drink that up, you pour it all over your body, whatever. You've got an empty container of milk. If you're cutting that open and you're putting dirt in there and planting seeds, like you're reusing it to some degree. Like that's what people have in mind when it comes to reuse.
But that's not what like the industry, when it says like we want to make a move towards reusable packaging, is like the Corey talk. We should have Corey on because we should get Corey Connors on the show sometime.
We should get him on the show.
Yeah, let's invite Corey. No, Corey's in some really cool meetings over Atlantic Packaging this week. But like when he was talking about at where the Trailblazers play, I can't remember the name of their arena, but they have like the bold reuse, right? Like it's a cup that you drink from and then you send back and it gets, repurposed and refilled and reused. That's the industry is talking about that. Like it's not, let's because you can't track how many times somebody's going to cut open a milk jug. So that's single use. That's single use, that milk jug.
Exactly. That's that delay before it goes to landfill. Yeah, I guess you're right. Kay, is that the reuse is like, or the reuse is the idea of like refilling. Yeah, we take our, you can buy milk in glass containers and then take those glass containers back, and then allegedly they'll refill those up with milk.
I take my gallon of milk and I fill it up with water and I go to the gym just to look like I'm really there for a good reason. And then I just go sit in the sauna and I carry my water back out just so people are like, man, that guy's really serious about it.
He was asking, about milk in plastic bags in Canada. That's not a reusable system.
It's reduction, right?
What's that?
It's reduction.
It is reducing, right? The amount of material that you're using. And then you do have like a pitcher at home where you like snip that, drop the bag in, and then you're pouring it out of this pitcher.
Did you also grow up in Canada at CPS 32, Canada Public School 32?
I did. As a matter of fact, I did in Ontario.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, man, I don't know. So that's kind of I think that's kind of the lie, is the reduce, reuse part when we're seeing brands claiming compostability, claiming recyclability, and the materials don't necessarily recycle, or they're not really reducing the amount of material. Right now, actually, when brands are reducing their pack size because of inflation, I've seen a few of them claim it's reduction in packaging. Like, you have to spin these things from a marketing perspective. And look at us. We've reduced the size of our packaging. We've cut down 10% of our cardboard, of our paperboard. We've cut down the number of, instead of getting 8 Welch's gummies, now you're getting 6 little bags in there. So we've cut down the amount of plastic. And it's like, dude, you're charging me the same amount for less.
You're just making more money. It's not good.
Call it what it is.
Yeah. I there was one that I actually really appreciated. It was a vitamin company that switched from a bottle of vitamins into a stand-up flexible packaging. Put the same amount of vitamins in there. I think it's called Vita 5. And on their packaging, they said we've reduced plastic by 87% or something by weight, which was totally true. But there was a lot of people who had backlash because they were like, yeah, but it's not recyclable. It's like, yeah. But
what do you make everybody happy?
No, exactly. So yeah, it was a cool.
But if they wanted to make it recyclable, they would have had to increase the size so that it fits through the process. They would have had to use, a different kind of plastic, and then people are going to complain that you got so much plastic.
That's the crazy thing about recycling, is that oftentimes you have to increase the amount of materials in order to make it recyclable. So you have to do the opposite of reduction. So if you take a flexible pouch, turn it into a rigid bottle, it's the same material, it's the same plastic, it's just more plastic that is now recyclable. Or if you took an aluminum pouch that's non-recyclable with a plastic liner printed and you turn it into a can, now it's recyclable.
Yeah,
Like,
and you've
yeah,
increased.
but you've increased the amount of material. So it's
Yeah.
all lies.
It
All
is.
of
It is. You got to just see through it.
Yeah.
Stephanie's saying that she's seen toothpaste tablets sold in glass bottles. Yeah, and again, these glass bottles are small; they're too small to go through the process. But you could reuse those. You could repurpose those. You know, if you're doing like that hot treatment where you like put the match under the glass bottle and you stick it on your body to get all those suction cup marks all over, so you look like an athlete.
I do that also when I go to the
I was
gym.
gonna say you should probably do that when you go to the gym.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I just was doing the suction cup thingy. Got my. Anyone got any protein? I need some extra protein for this water.
Gene's asking about Graza. Like they just launched, Graza's been doing the squeeze bottle, the green squeeze bottle, which is recyclable, but it's green. Nobody wants to recycle green plastic. They just launched glass bottles, which is weird. They were the first to go into plastic squeeze bottles. People are now copying them. And then they did refillable aluminum cans, which is silly.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're in glass. What are your thoughts?
Good or bad? I don't know. I don't have any opinions on it because I think that's largely just a brand decision. It seems like olive oil can be in any type of packaging, from the sheer differentiator of packaging that you see on the shelf. It's just in everything. So it's like, apparently you can put olive oil in any type of packaging. So pick the one that is most user friendly and is going to land with your consumers, and you're going to sell a lot of olive oil. That's
it too, right? It's like you've got to sell product in order to make your brand sustainable, and sustainable meaning that you continue to sustain business.
Yeah.
Otherwise you can't make a difference. I think that's it, man. We got to wrap this up. Thank you guys for joining us. Stephanie, Richard, Gene, Clayton, our number one fan, Hugh, everybody for joining us.
I have a 9 o'clock meeting I'm supposed to be on.
Oh man, you better get going.
I'm 2 minutes late. Grazie, everybody.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you.